so now we got this bottom piece, which is gonna be the angle right here between these two decks. So all we gotta do now is measure the difference between right here. We took up a little space right in here, so we need to measure exactly what that distance was. So we're looking around like 42 in a piece. We're gonna measure this exact thing, divide it in half, and then subtract the 42, and then that'll give us how far over we need to come in here for our line. And then we'll make a straight line to wherever that next line meets up, right here to the corner. Just made our cut there, so it should fit in nice and smoothly right into the back here and wedge everything in nice and flush. Scooch it right up, just like that. And then everything will obviously have some chop mat and some fiberglass resin, make it extra strong. All right, she's in, guys. Really strong, and she's matching up nice with everything else. Gotta say, it's coming together real good. I'm probably repeating myself over and over again, but it's a long process, and I only got so many words in my damn vocabulary, so damn, here she is. We got this much done, so I figured we might as well turn our attention now into the roof, or at least the top of the box. We're gonna go and use the lift that's already here, and it almost is right perfect for our 3/4 inch piece of wood. We're gonna go right along right here, stop right here with another piece of wood, and then just take out a little bunch of this and then continue on back here, and then we'll meet up right back here with a small little piece. We have this jack here, which is gonna be our saving light. We're gonna use this 2x4, prop up our roof with our PL8X, and then just slowly twist it with our jack and lift it right up into place. It's gonna be really hard to get on film, but I'm gonna try to do my best for you guys. But that's pretty much what we're gonna do. Just have this piece of wood all cut, and it's gonna go right on the top of the roof for the first piece. All right, well, it's propped up in there. I just gotta position it a little more closely here. That's exactly where it's gonna go. Push it up a little further, and now I'm just gonna take my drill and drill in very delicately and safely along this lip, because I don't want to puncture through the roof. Just this little tiny area that gives us a little bit to bite into. Well, she's looking mighty tasty, you tubulus. And check it out. We got the beginning of the roof all started, and she's up there all by herself. The jack did just the trick. And now we're just waiting for this to dry, and then we're gonna spray it up with some foam in here. I just gotta run down to the store, and that's why I was just gonna hit some foam. And I've been trying to keep the weight really, really low, so that's why I didn't put any second skin on the roof, because literally the wood is gonna be this far from the roof, and the rest of it's gonna be filled up with foam. The rest of the second skin was done right here on the floor, just beneath this, because it had a little bit of a tinge vibrating noise to it. So, right now, what we're gonna do is put the back piece, the last top piece on, which is gonna go right here, and then that will give us a chance to put another piece right here, and then the final piece on top. So it'll be 1.5 inches thick on the top and the bottom, and 2.25 inches thick on the back here. So it's gonna be, I think, 3 inches thick in the front, maybe even 3.75 inches thick if I decide to do one more layer for the flush mount. Match it up in there, tons of PL. Hell yeah. All right, fellas. Now I'm just gonna get this last back piece in there. Build video is working out pretty good here so far. Ay. Well, another long day of work, you tubulus, and we've got the project coming along really well. Cars are driving by. It's about 6 p.m. right now, or maybe actually a little bit later than that, because I just got back from the store. We stopped working at 6. And we got a lot of stuff done, guys. We got the foam up here, expanding up here on top of the roof in between the layers of Birch, 1.5 inches thick. It's gonna meet up right here for the second layer of this right here. So we're just gonna, wait for this stuff to expand up. There was only about 3/4 inch of space between the top of the roof and the wood. So I figured, it's gonna be just as effective as doing second skin, but I just didn't want to add all that much weight like I already mentioned. But here it is, guys. My hands are all nasty touching the camera right now on the screen, letting her focus. But there it is, guys. I'm gonna have to call it quits for tonight. Well, here we are with another bright and early start, ready to start kicking some ass today. And I went ahead and took it upon myself just to clean up a little bit. We had some, a little bit of debris down here, so I brought the vacuum out, sucked up all the dust, because I don't know why, but that's like the #1 comment I've been getting on this thing. Kind of funny, we're right in the middle of a big build doing all sorts of messy stuff. On the agenda for today, as you know, we've already finished all this stuff right here. We're gonna focus up for the rest of the roof. The exposure to the air helped this foam firm right up, and she's hard as a rock now. So now that it is hard, we can go ahead and cover it, suffocate that bitch right up with some PL, matching up to here, to the back part of the box. It's gonna make it all one solid piece of fucking rugged material, and it should be about 1 inch below this light and about 1 inch away from the back glass. And once we get that done, we will be able to switch gears into the side pieces, which are gonna join right up, and then it will really start to look like a wall. We got our camera all set up right here, so let's go ahead and switch perspectives and get this last piece of wood on the roof. Alright guys, the roof is almost complete. We got her joined up with the back, and we didn't even use a Craig jig, but it still worked out pretty good, and it sucked it in real tight. She is fucking strong as hell up there. And we also filled up some foam, just a little bit of spaces that were left behind this piece, and we did the same thing over there, and she is a fucking gushing. So we're gonna wait for it to harden up a little bit, and then we're gonna trim it with our knife. But for the time being, I think we are gonna move into this big side piece. It's gonna go all the way to the front. This is definitely gonna be the time where it's gonna look like a wall. It already looks pretty good right now, but once we add this side piece, it's gonna be all that much more real. I'm just gonna get my tape measure and measure from here to here, and from here to here, and then just draw a straight line. So we got our camera set up right here. Let's go ahead and make that cut real quick and see how she fits. All right, here's the piece. Looks pretty good, so let's go ahead and do a little test fit here. It's gonna be 2 layers thick, so we're gonna put it on the inside seam, so we'll have 3/4 of an inch of a lip on this side. So let's get it in there. She's gonna join up just like that, and we're gonna screw it in real tight all the way down and put some chop matte fiberglass, and also fill up anything, any little voids in there too. So it'll be fucking ridiculously strong in the end. And it's pretty lightweight too. This birch wood's working out really well. Well, I think we did it, guys. Check it out. Got the fucking side piece in there, and she is strong. Got the PL all laced up as usual. Now we just gotta do the other side, and then we'll be able to tape her up with some fiberglass into the roof, and literally all we'll have to do is the fucking baffle. Check it out, guys. All we're gonna do is take some like maybe some mesh or something like chop mat and fill up this little void with some curved strong kitty hair or something like that. We'll figure it out in the end. Now let's just get this last piece on, guys. Oh my god. We've got the beginnings all fucking static, guys, and she's looking mighty tasty. Now that we've come this far, I think we can go ahead and do the same thing that we've done down here for the elbow piece up there. I'm just gonna make it a tiny bit smaller, probably about 4 inches altogether. 4 inches by 40.5. And then we'll be able to cover up a little bit more of the metal, so the material that we do end up using to cover up all this won't be behind that. So that's gonna be the next process. Let's go cut that piece at 40.5 by 4. I'm right in the middle of building here. There's fucking smoke billowing out, and that UPS guy just ran across the street because there's a fucking fire in the other guy's lawn. Fucking hell, we were just about to do this angled piece. Shit. Hey look, it's my car. A blue Saturn Ion. Bring that shit back. Shit, spray that bitch right out, guys. Spray that shit right out. Look at all that smoke. You're gonna start spraying that shit. There he goes. before, guys. That did a number on their lawn, I bet, too. I think that's about it, YouTubers. I think they took care of it. It's about time that we got back to work because we got lots of stuff to do today. Alrighty, things have settled down and we have made our angled cut, finally. And we've got her chilling in here, all ready to go. I'll show you what it's gonna look like right up here. It's gonna cover up all these screws, and we just did a little tiny dab of PL in each one of those little holes, little potholes there. So then a little, oh God, dang. Just like that, and all of that is gonna be filled in. You'll see eventually, it'll be pretty decent, but for right now, it's just kind of rough. She is officially in, and my hand is shaking like crazy. I apologize for that, but I've been working a hell of a long day today, and so I think I might just take a little bit of a break, maybe grab some food, but I'm loving the way everything's turning out, YouTubulous. Heck yeah. And if you can just imagine just a, you know, this is all gonna be nice and tapered in, just like the rest of all this has turned out. You know, it may look a little rough in the beginning, but look, it ends up being just okay. So we gotta wait just a little bit more for this to dry, and then we can finally trim it. And I think I gotta take a break because I'm a little bit dehydrated and stuff like that. So let's take a quick step back and sign out. Oh yeah, I forgot, I phoned up a little bit more down in here too. So we'll be bracing up everything extra strong here. So there we go, that's a wrap on part 3 of the build. After my break, I may come out and start part 4 with the roof with some second skin. So stay tuned for that, guys. This is EXO, signing out.